problem with genius is that it tends to overanalyze on things that are simply arrived at. It will calculate combinations upon combinations just to arrive at the best move, which in the beginning of a chess game, for example, is pretty obvious. All you need is practice in order to be an expert on anything. According to Malcolm Gladwell in Outliers, you need 10,000 hours in order to be an expert on anything. He stipulated violinists, cellists, and programmers who became experts at what they do after many hours of practice. Genius is important, but at times you doubt whether it is a result of nature or nurture. No need to prove it though. You see this work even in computer games. 10,000 hours at 8 hours a day or 40 hours a week come out to 4.8 years. Keep on building years of practice at what you do best and you will soon be an expert on it. In chess, it is like seeing the positions in your head and recognizing them as you recognize people. At work, it is doing what you do best and focusing on an expertise. In life, it is being consistent in what you do. It is not against flexibility, nor does it tell you to just focus on one thing. It tells you rather to be patient at what you do and practice it over and over again. The problem with genius is this: it is sometimes lazy. It doesn't put many hours to practice. 10,000 hour rule. That is genius. Day 37, 100 meaningful days. People don't realize that behind every smile and joke, a clown wants to cry. But the most important thing is how to pull through every day. Life is not measured in centuries and decades. It is measured in days. Nay more, it is measured in hours, in minutes, and in seconds. It is measured in the number of lives you touched and the number of lives you inspired. It is in making another life a little bearable even though you are hurting. It is in making another life more meaningful. Aye, even though yours is devoid of one. It is in surrendering even life so that others might find theirs better. Day 38, 100 meaningful days. Sell in May and one article in June and July as well, and go away. If your purview is short term, a year, originally written here, but right now, when you say short term for traders, there are terms that are very microscopically small, like hours or minutes even. Again, if your purview is short term, then probably you may follow this, sell in May and go away. But for now, it will be too late to do so. This article written in June of 2013. My idea is still to hold on to those we bought that are fundamentally strong companies with good corporate earnings. This is the correction we have been waiting for. PSEI moved past the intermediate moving average, crossing it, going down, and nears the long-term moving average. It is good for new investors to come in, as well as old, to buy, invest, low PE companies that will still be strong years from now. If you are losing money as of now, that's still just paper loss. And if the prices double in a year or two from now, then the wait will be worth it. As long as you bought good companies to start with. No speculations, just sticking to the fundamentals. This is where all those candlesticks, MACDs and RSIs, and all those Bollinger Bands and ADX lines. They will never help you. Good luck to all. I think as an added note to this old article in 2013 for a correction that happened in sometime in 2013. I don't even remember this anymore. All things that happen to the market, they simply, pass. And the things that will attack the market again and again in the future, right now because of COVID-19, but then again in the future, they will simply go away. But when I say here that it's okay to ride the bears going down, this is assuming that the companies that you bought are good companies and you bought them because they were fundamentally strong companies. That is why it is always a good idea to hold on to them. Now, if you bought these 3-letter companies that you don't even know the product of, you don't follow these advices because in the first place you bought them not because fundamentals. Why would you hold on to them because of fundamentals? Because you bought them because of technicals. The thing is, when it went down, it came crashing down, you were unprepared and you were not able to cash in on the market, right? So that's now the problem of technical driven buy. So that is why my advice is to first understand the what you are buying, and then you finish it off with the when you will buy it. But then the fluctuations of every day will not really matter. Imagine in 1999 when the market was so high up, a lot of people are castigating Warren Buffett for not sticking to technical stocks, and why is he still holding on to consumer goods like Coca-Cola. But then he says, even if the market is times 4 or times 5, he will still hold on to Coke, because for him it's a marriage that should last a lifetime. You don't sell Coca-Cola even if the market is way down or if the market is way up. You find ways in order to own it and put it in your balance sheet, which is what he did. This is not an article to comment about what he did, but he did it so wonderfully, and that resulted in him still keeping Coca-Cola amidst all the market bullishness and the internet bubble that eventually burst after a few weeks or a few months. So that's remember those things, and remember it when we look at the market on a day-to-day fluctuation. Try to find out what is the reason why you bought the stock in the first place, because that will be the reason why you will sell it when the market come crashing down.